Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to the 4th Gujarat International Open Chess Tournament. It's a Grandmaster event, one of the biggest event Gujarat has ever organized in terms of prize money. This tournament is a very special one because for the first time, Gujarat State Chess Association is organizing an event worth 40 lakhs, and not only that, 1200 players has graced this occasion, and also we can see that the players are here from 25 countries. Here on the screen you are able to see the vivid hall and most beautiful hall, the Veer Savarkar Stadium. And at the moment, there are 700 participants playing in the A and B category. We can see in the zoom frame that all the players in the B category are right now playing, and the camera is going through the hall. This is a fantastic venue for all the chess players, where Veer Savarkar Stadium, which was inaugurated by Mr. Amit Shah, the Home Minister, and was blessed by our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And here, for the very first time from Gujarat, we are going to broadcast this tournament absolutely live here from the stadium. And we will also have different commentators over here. We'll have the players come here in the interview box, and I am your commentator and in one of the organizing committee. My name is Ankit Dalal, and I am going to take you through the tournament for the next 10 to 15 minutes. Here on the screen, we are seeing the top seed from Israel. His name is Ido, Grandmaster Ido. His rating is 2550. And here we see a very, very strong player, FM Jaivir Mahendru, against him. And his position we can clearly see on the board. Jaivir is playing with white, and Gorestin Ido is playing with black. So here we can see that still the position is quite equal, with white have a better pawn structure, but we can see that black is actually in the center of the board, and the position still looks quite equal, but much better for Ido in comparison to Mahendru. तो आज हम ये गेम्स एक्चुअली ये देख रहे हैं कि 25 कंट्रीज से यहाँ लोग खेलने आए हैं. ये पहला इवेंट जहाँ पे 50 लाख का प्राइस पुल दिया जाएगा. एंड हम आपको सारे बोर्ड्स की slowly and gradually we will show you all the boards. So let's talk. As of now, the top seed is from Israel, and he's Gorestin Ido. He's playing against Jaivir Mahendru. The opening was Sicilian defense. It was Sicilian Pelican, and which also converted into this, the dragon formation. Here we can see that as of now, white has challenged the dark square bishop by playing the a3 move, and Jaivir Mahendru is sitting quite comfortable. Let's see how the Grandmaster responds to this, but we can see clearly in this particular aspect that Jaivir Mahendru has taken a lot of time, and Grandmaster has played in his own preparation. Jaivir has only 10 minutes left on the clock, and Gorestin Ido is young, who is 2550 at this point of time, is also well prepared, and he's got 50 minutes on the board. So now let's go to the board number 2. And let's see who is playing on the board number 2. This is a fantastic facility, Veer Savarkar Stadium in Ahmedabad, which is prepared and which was actually procrastinated by our Defense Minister, Mr. Amit Shah. दोस्तों ये जगह बहुत ही स्पेशल है क्योंकि यहाँ पे हमारे गृह मंत्री जी यहाँ गार्डन हुआ करता था और वो यहाँ पे क्रिकेट खेलते थे, तभी उनको लगा कि ये जगह पे तो हम एक अच्छा सा स्पोर्ट्स स्टेडियम बना सकते हैं और तभी इसका हुआ गठन हुआ 2018-19 में बनना चालू हुआ और आज ये 800 करोड़ के खर्चे पर ये ब्यूटीफुल इंटरनेशनल वीर सावरकर स्टेडियम बन हुआ है। हम देख रहे हैं कि बोर्ड नंबर 2 पे नितिन बाबू is playing against the youngster Ethan Vas from Goa. Nitin Babu is very experienced, and here in the frame we can clearly see that Ethan is playing with black and Nitin Babu is playing with white. So let's talk about the position and what opening happened in this. So even this is a Sicilian defense. Ethan chose Sicilian defense, and I think this is a quite open position at this point of time where Black's castle has been broken. I think Nitin Babu has a very comfortable and a good position over here. आप देख रहे हो कि वाइट के 2 नाइट्स किंग साइड पे एक्टिव है, उसके सामने 3 पॉन सेंटर में विथ E6 आप लिटिल बिट वीकनेस बोल सकते हैं और ब्लैक का लाइट स्क्वायर बिशप इज नॉट डेवलप इन, उसके सामने वाइट का डार्क स्क्वायर बिशप भी डेवलप नहीं हुआ है। सो ये बोर्ड पे इट इज़ अ वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट गेम फॉर ईथन वाज, जो अपना GM नॉर्म बनाना चाहते हैं। That is the reason he is playing over here. He has got this opportunity कि ये दूसरा GM नॉर्म कर सकते हैं। अब हम जाएंगे तीसरे बोर्ड पे जहां इंडियाज अपकमिंग राइजिंग स्टार मयंक चक्रवर्ती is playing against I think Mayank is playing against a very good player. हम just frame में उसको ला रहे हैं. We are trying to get Mayank and उनका board ये frame के अंदर सॉरी सो हम स्क्रीन पे मयंक चक्रवर्ती को देख रहे हैं and we can see that Mayank Chakrabarti इंटरनेशनल मास्टर सिद्धांत गवाई के साथ खेल रहे हैं जो एफएम है। सिद्धांत का रेटिंग 2281 है एंड मयंक चक्रवर्ती इज 2505। तो ये गेम में फेवरेट है मयंक चक्रवर्ती। 300 पॉइंट का 220 पॉइंट का गैप है। ये एक सिसिलियन डिफेंस हुआ है यहाँ पे। सिद्धांत गवाई ने चूज़ किया हुआ है और फ़िलहाल ये पोजीशन में वाइट के पीसेस ज़्यादा एक्टिवेटेड है, वाइट के पास ज़्यादा एक्टिविटी है, स्क्वायर कंट्रोल है और हम देख रहे हैं कि F6 पे जो वाइट का पॉन बनाया हुआ है, जो लगा हुआ है वहाँ पर, वो बहुत ही डेंजरस प्रूव हो सकता है क्योंकि अभी ये पोजीशन में एक थ्रेट है कि बिशप इंटू F5 इज़ अ वेरी गुड मूव। बिशप इंटू F5 इज़ डिस्ट्रॉइंग द डिफेंडर और उससे शायद ई से वो कैप्चर करेंगे एंड फिर क्वीन H3 इज़ ऑल्सो वेरी गुड मूव बिकॉज बिशप F5 आ सकता है। सो ये पोजीशन मयंक के फेवर में जाता हुआ फोर्थ बोर्ड पे लूका खेल रहे, ग्रैंड मास्टर लूका खेल रहे और ग्रैंड मास्टर लूका इज प्लेइंग सम्यक धरेवा फीडे मास्टर। सम्यक का रेटिंग है 2232 और लूका जी GM है। सो हम ये एक गेम जो ग्रैंड मास्टर लूका के सामने सम्यक का बहुत अच्छा पॉसिबिलिटी है। सो लूका इज़ 2492 एंड सम्यक इज़ 2232। ये गेम में अपने देखते 32 मूव्स ऑलरेडी हो चुके हैं एंड 32 मूव्स के सामने अगर अभी की हम पोजीशन देखें तो ये पोजीशन में लूका लुक्स फेवरेट। उनका पॉन B3 पे आ चुका है एंड देर आर 3 कनेक्टेड पॉन्स ऑन E6, F6, F5 विथ वाइट का रुक B2 पे पासर को रोकने की कोशिश कर रहा है और ये हम ये फीड देख रहे हैं। लूका इज प्लेइंग अगेंस्ट यंग सम्यक। सो ये पोजीशन की हम जब बात करते हैं तो ये पोजीशन इसको एंड गेम बोला जाता है। ये एंड गेम की पोजीशन ऑलमोस्ट एक्टिव है नाइट। So we can see that this was the opening which Luka and Shamyak played, and the live position. Here we can see that Luka has much better position than White. अगर अभी हम ये गेम देखें तो ये गेम के अंदर वी कैन क्लियरली फिगर इट आउट दैट ब्लैक इज ट्राइंग टू प्रेस एंड वाइट इज डिफेंडिंग. ब्लैक वाइट का किंग अभी भी सेफ गार्डेड है और ब्लैक नाइट C6 पे C5 पॉन पासर को प्रोटेक्ट कर स्टॉप किया है. और यहाँ पे हमने देखा कि सम्यक दरेवा ने वाइट किंग को H1 पे ले सो ये फिफ्थ बोर्ड पे ऑलरेडी गेम खत्म हो चुका है. निकितेंको मिहाली has scored a win against Sherla Prathamesh. So the Grandmaster has done. Let's go to the sixth board where a very exciting young talent and also a streamer himself, Nitish Berulkar, who's an international master, is playing against the CM Swain Ashirwad. And it was a E for King's Pawn opening with Rui Lopez. Here we can see that Nitish is white, is down to 16 minutes, and Swain has got 33 minutes. Swain is quite into his preparation, playing in his preparation, and now we can see that Nitish has got a lot of activity on the in the middle of the board. His already his king is in the center. It's a two-piece versus rook thing. We can see that there are 19 points on the board, and there are 90 points. The game is quite equal with one less rook, but the position, Nitish's rook is in difficult position. It's not attacking a lot of squares. Here we can see that Nitish has to come out with a plan of moving his bishop from C1 and rook from B1, while black has a lot of activity. Can we see an upset by Swain, defeating a very strong Nitish Belurkar, who is 2-4-7-9? There are all the possibilities that an upset come in the game, but we cannot underestimate Nitish anymore in this game. He's sitting very comfortably on the board, can move it from here, and we'll soon come to know where Swain is taking his time and thinking how he can crush the position. Now let's move to the next board where there is a match between Abhishek TM and Shriram, I am Shriram Adarsh Upala. It's an excellent opportunity for Abhishek, who is 2200. There are only 19 moves played on the board, and the players have taken their own sweet time, where Abhishek is in little time trouble now because there are only 10 minutes left on the clock, where at the same point of time, Shriram has 27 minutes left. With, I think, a little better position. With a little better position, with white, the rook file is opening. Shriram's king is in the center. The light square bishop for black has been minimalized by its own pawn on E4, and on the F7 there is an attack coming soon from rook F1. A lot of possibility where Abhishek and Shriram are fighting it out, but I think in this position Shriram should be favorite to win this comfortably from here. Now let's move to the next board, where the local boy Naitik Mehta is playing against a Grandmaster Srihari. So we can see here both the players are not in the frame. As of now, it is Grandmaster LR Srihari's move. It's the local boy, candidate master Naitik Mehta, who is a 2200, has an excellent chance to upset the Grandmaster Srihari LR. We can see over here it's the Bishop's opening, and at this moment, I think the position is quite equal. Let's just look at, I mean, the time is going on and we can see over here, oh, they have agreed a draw. There is a draw on board number 8. The local boy has drawn with the Grandmaster, and now we move to the 9th board where Manas Gaikwad takes on the international master Ayush Sharma. Ayush Sharma is 2440 and Manasvi is around 2100. This is a kind of a platform where the youngsters and the 2200 gets a lot of opportunity to score their norms. This is a very early third round in the tournament with not a lot of upsets happened in the event. The title players are cruising through, and we can clearly see the thinking pattern going on between Ayush Sharma and Gaikwad Manas. Ayush is black and Manas is white over here. At the moment, there is a lot of weaknesses on the king side for white. The rooks are doubled on the d file for white, but the problem is the queen is attacking the h3 pawn. Do you think that after king f3, the continuation of hg3, hd3 or hg3, and then a threat like rook h1 is coming, so black should not take the g4 pawn? I believe Ayush has a little complex position in hands over here, okay, and this is quite in favor of white at the moment. Here we see that the game is quite equal, and we can see that knight c6 is a good move to play over here. Then it can become knight into h5, bishop h7, ng3, nd4 check can be the continuation. So here we shall move to the board number 10 where Harsh Suresh is playing Mayuk Majumdar, which is the board number 10, and here Harish looks a little, the position looks a little equal, but the time with Harish at this moment is 3 minutes 24 seconds, just after 25 moves. So I think Mayuk Majumdar has prepared well, and Alakhain, it was e4, nf6, e5, nd5 was the opening. So this looks a little comfortable opening at the moment, and Here you can see a good move, which is dc5, bishop cross b2, a4, and then h5 is a option which they can play. I think this game is quite equal, but looking at the time what the international master has, Harish, maybe Mr. Majumdar has a little chance to score a win over here. Mayuk is rated 2196. And I believe that Harsh Suresh will have to playing in seconds. Here it is, after a very long time here in the game we are seeing that, oh, so basically the move has been played d into c5, and we see the wide version of the hall, which is a very good outlook. The 10th table has also drawn their game. Let me thank the sponsors for this particular event. It is Ahmedabad District Bank, Gujarat State Cooperative Bank, and GTPL is our broadband partner. Also, we would like to thank Sports Authority of India and Sports Authority of Gujarat for this excellent initiative and helping us through. Basically, this tournament is being organized under the aegis of All India Chess Federation and the World Chess Federation. We can see the huge hall in the Veer Savarkar Stadium in Ahmedabad, Ranna Park, Naranpura area. So mostly the B group games are also getting over, but here very interestingly we can see that the second round of today in the A group is making a lot of sense, and we see here the long view of the hall and also the players. So we clearly see, let's look at the other games. The results are coming thick and fine. Here we go to the Ashwin Sairam board. The FIDE master is playing against Alexei Fedorov, the Grandmaster. And Ashwin looks a little in the time trouble as well. It was e4, d6, d4, nf6 has been played. Here we look at that black is trying to, play good chess, capturing the center of the board. And here we look at the position, it's quite equal. I mean, Ashwin Sairam has a good chance to actually win the, to draw against the GM Alexei Fedorov. And then we move on to the next board where the Grandmaster from Vietnam is actually playing Adhiraj Mitra. The Grandmaster is playing Adhiraj Mitra, and Here let's look at their position and determine that Adirad Mitra is under severe time trouble. He is 2-1-7-2, and the game is really equal. But with the experience of Nguyen Du Khoa from Vietnam, I think this game may be a draw, or a little bit it goes in the favor of white because he has a lot of experience in playing this kind of position. The rooks are doubled. Adiraj has less time, and that is one of the biggest factor in, playing this sort of a position. A very young player from Rajasthan is on board number 14. Madhavendra Pratap Sharma is a very exciting talent. Madhavendra Sharma. Let's just look at his game. He's playing against a lower-rated Paras Dilip Boyer. Let's look at him on the screen and see the game. Here Madhavendra has a pawn. It's a draw. I mean, this is completely a drawish position where they will agree to draw very soon. And on next board where Agnivo Chakrabarti was playing the Grandmaster, has the result already come on the board, and it's a draw, where it's an upset where a 2170 player drew against the Vietnamese Grandmaster. Let's go on to the next board where the CM from Israel is playing Siddhant Salunke. He's playing the Siddhant Salunke, and we can see over here that Mir Aziz is playing with black. White looks a little better to me over here, although there is an attack on the G3 pawn, but the C pawn is a pass pawn which is controlled by the queen, and the bishop is not doing, bishop on the dark square is now under attack, and I think a very good move should be rook f8, white plays king g2, queen f6, and then knight h2 e3. So it's an excellent position where, again, another youngster, Siddhant Salunke, who's just a 2175, may have a draw against the candidate master Mir Aziz, who is 2-3-4-6 from Israel. Another, a very exciting talent from Mumbai, Vedant Nitin Vikhande, is playing against the Canadian Grandmaster Golbuka Petro. Let's go and look at their game. Vedant has been performing consistently, and Vedant's rating is 2167, where Golbuka Petro is 2344, and this looks a little better position for white with f6, h6 pawns, and a double. There are two pawns coming on the C and D file in the center, where black has an excellent opportunity to equal. I think this is a mistake by Vedant. This is a much better position for white. White should comfortably win this game with h7 and f7 being locked, and there are no minor pieces on the board to move that position. So here on this board, I see that Petro Golbuka is a favorite to win this game. Friends, let me tell you that this Veer Savarkar Stadium is one of the breathtaking stadium of it's breathtakingly beautiful. The halls which have been made here, the facilities over here are world class. The gym, table tennis, basketball, volleyball, and in midst of that, this hall for athletics. And in that we are playing the Grandmaster tournament. This is the first tournament from Gujarat where the Gujarat State Chess Association is actually doing a live broadcast. So we are also looking at the wide image of the Veer Savarkar Stadium. All of the spectators are welcome to come and see over here. I am your commentator, Ankit Dalal from Gujarat State Chess Association. Let's go back to the game and see what is happening on board number 1, how much it has progressed on the board. And meanwhile, we get them on the image. What is Ido? How is the position? And let's just look at board number 1. Just look at all. This is the board number 1, and we see here a very interesting two faces, both young players fighting it out and seeing that what is happening. So we are trying to get the board number 1 in front of you. So here we see that the position is quite good for white. It's a little better. I'm not saying that the white is winning. The bishop is attacking the a2 square and the rook is placed on a3 for the black. But still white's rook are centralized with a lot of attack on the center. White is an exchange up in this position. Actually, is this a pawn up? And I think here Jaivir Mahendru should hold the first seed. This is a very, very interesting battle. But can Jaivir Mahendru play good moves or fine moves in 36 seconds? He has 36 seconds where every move will get him 30 seconds extra. Here black, Ido Gorstein has 27 minutes. He is taking his sweet time to go through and check the variations. Bishop A2 looks a little better move with king b2 and then following up with queen c7. Can he make that particular move over here? So before we come, we'll take a short 5 minutes break, and once we are back, we'll give you the latest updates from Group B. Thank you. So welcome back. We are back at the 4th Gujarat International Open Grandmaster Chess Tournament. Here the board is set and the battle begins. We really want to thank our sponsors ADC Bank, GSE Bank and the broadband partner GTPL. We also have our support from Sports Authority of India and the Sports Authority of Gujarat. This tournament is being played under the aegis of World Chess Federation and All India Chess Federation. As I told you that we will be back after the break. We will give you the updates from B group. In B group, on the board number 1, the localite Raj Vyas is playing against Shreyas Gadi. There is no more, not too much of the rating difference between Shreyas Gadi, whose rating is 1935, who's playing against Raj Vyas, who's a localite. This is the 6th round, and it is very good to see that two of the local players, Jian Gondalia and Raj, who are local from Ahmedabad and trying to lead the Group B. Here we can clearly see the position, which is only 17 moves has been played on this board, and we can see that the position is still very equal in favor of white. But at this time, it is pretty simple that under 2000, when the amateur category is going on, it's not necessary, and it's very exciting the way the bar goes. The bar can swing any point of time, anywhere, and here in the position we can clearly see that white's castling has been broken, but the bishop is coming at a good position on g5. H also can cross take g5, giving the file to open file to rook, but white has quite a good counterplay with king g2 and rook h1 coming, so no major advantage for black over here. It's no major advantage to any one of them. And as we speak, the move h cross g5 has been done. So let's go to board number 2 over here. We see the board over here. So Jian's rating is 1908, Rohit is 1823. Here we can see d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight c3, bb4 was played in the opening. It's a quite pleasant position for black. Jian should win this quite comfortably. His position looks quite better with the rook being active, attacking the bishop, vacating the e2 square, and can also clearly do a double rook. Let's go to board number 3, where Saumil Nair, another localite who is a professor, Somaya Shreyans is 1940. Little weird, a little technically bad move, because either bishop d6 or queen d6 can be played. There is a threat with bishop e4 that bishop h7 check can hamper you, but still I think white has a decent position if bishop e4 was not played on this board. Still, Saumil is a very experienced player. He's won many states championship, and here is a chance where he can prove himself against Shreyan Somaya, whose rating is 1944. So friends, for today, this is it. The games will be on tomorrow's live broadcast. We'll have interviews with players, we'll have more information about players, and we will also interact with players pretty soon. Here I sign off and we'll have some exciting commentators alongside me. Thank you so much. A very good evening to all of you. Please keep watching Gujarat State Chess Association YouTube channel and subscribe for more events like this. Thank you.